Gyre. We're finally on the air. We've been waiting for this stream as much as you have. We want to tell you about a very cool thing that we hope will help you a lot in the growing of your channel. My name is Shoma. This is Ruslan.
Hi, everyone.
Now let's get acquainted, introduce ourselves, and talk about a cool product. Who are we? I represent the company AIR Media Tech. We are a YouTube partner, one of the biggest YouTube partners. We have over 3,000 channels that we work with and love and are friends with and help them grow. If you're wondering, we have 15 diamond buttons.
Awesome.
If you don't know, a diamond button is given for 10 million subscribers, 258 gold buttons for 1 million, and 312 silver buttons.
I've got 3 gold buttons and how many? Well, it turns out to be 3 silver buttons.
First of all, where I would like to start, I'd like to say that it's probably become noticeable to a lot of people. The content that was used earlier on YouTube and it brought views is now barely getting views. You may have noticed that on your channel. I've noticed that on my channel. You see that, right? Well, here's someone who actually has channels that haven't changed in any way, but there are a lot of people who talk about seeing some changes. Most likely, again, we can't know that and you'll never read about it anywhere, that the algorithms have once again changed somehow. We just gotta roll with what we're given and try to adapt. But just one of such solutions how to adapt we are going to discuss today. We will talk about live streaming and continuous streaming. The thing is, we've done a lot of different tests and we can tell you that having live stream on your channel regularly and for long periods of time can have a very significant and steep impact on the growth of your channel. Exploring that very quickly, we met a cool project called Gyre with Ruslan, who we invited almost immediately, and I say, hey, listen, this is something we need to tell about it to our partners. Ruslan.
Yes.
Tell us 2 words about yourself. Have you been with YouTube for a long time? What have you been doing before and how did you come to Gyre?
The story is very simple. My YouTube experience began in 2012. I still remember the era of gray YouTube channels, when YouTube allowed you to do all this and make money. Then we got into kids content, original content channels with my partners, and we have 3 successful projects at list. We're over 1 million subs on all our channels. It's kids content where, of course, we got all the buttons. And at certain points, especially after YouTube started cut off all kids content, we started looking for different solutions. And I saw that YouTube in this moment introduced a new stream functionality. So we started looking at how we could use it. And there's a story associated with streams that for most people, streaming is about being live, necessarily in the frame like you and me right now. And there are certain fears here and not all content fits that. At that point, we noticed that YouTube was very good at promoting, like always new functionality, best promoted, best working. So we started trying to run streams using the pre-made videos that we had. And then there was OBS, and the whole story ended with the fact that you must have a dedicated separate laptop with stable internet, with electricity without interruption, and that you can no longer work on it.
Just like the miners?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, it is so. We started looking for different solutions and we actually started writing code. And so we writing code, hard working on it, working and finally got the Gyre tool. Gyre is basically a continuous streaming tool where we take any video file, loops it 24/7, and we get a non-stop stream, what I call endless stream, well, as I call it. And any channel, can use their content and run continuous stream to their channels. On YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch, of course.
Tell me about it, please. At this point, if I'm a creator, I'm interested in trying to run it. Maybe not 24/7, it's weird. There's people chatting, are you crazy, and so on. We'll talk about that in a moment, but if I'm a creator, for example, what do I need to do to get a stream running on my channel?
You mean using Gyre, right?
Yeah, I mean Gyre tool, using your service.
It's very simple. First of all, you need Gyre tool. Surely.
So it's like what? Is it by a license or is it by a subscription?
Yeah, we sell access to servers. So for each client, we create an individual server with a dedicated IP and only the client have access to his private cabinet. No need any authorization with YouTube channel, only his separate login and password. User login to his remote private cabinet, server and uploads there the video file that he wants to stream and creates a stream and call it, let's put it this way, call it all the secrets to growing tomatoes.
So wait a while. So I have to take these videos somewhere, find them in my archive, or download them from my YouTube. Splicing.
Splice is not necessarily before what we're splicing before, but now we've added playlist launch functionality. So you just drop in, you specify the sequence of streams. It goes through like a regular playlist as the music plays.
Wow, super.
This has made it very much easier, shall we say, made it easier to work. The main thing is that the video should meet the bitrate requirements that YouTube puts out. And you create a stream on Gyre.Tool. And before you do that, you can check marks on the files you want to play. Specify which files you want to play in.
On your YouTube channel?
Yeah, you go to your YouTube channel, create a stream there, take a key, and you put that key into Gyre.Tool. And then start a stream. That stream is sent to YouTube. YouTube recognizes the key and accepts it. And stream goes on YouTube.
Do you need access to the channel? Do I have to make you an admin or a manager?
No. No, you don't. Don't need it. As a YouTube channel owner, I have made sure that there is no way to steal your channel. Plus, the other thing is that Gyre gives you the ability to run multiple streams at the same time. So your channel can have a stream about tomatoes, cucumbers, bananas, and so on. In other words, it looks like you're building an audience around all these keywords.
Gyre, please tell us about some successful cases. Well, here's an example of how the launch of a new stream has had a really positive impact on the channel's stats.
Let's look at a couple of cases. Here, please, is one of the channels on which we used to stream via Gyre. In order to properly understand the effectiveness of a stream, we take the same channel, and on this channel we conduct a stream. That is, the same content always...
That said, the regular posting of videos continues, right?
Yes, regular posting of videos has happened and continues to happen. I mean, let's take an ordinary video and the same number of views on this video and the same number of views on the stream and compare these indicators. What did the stream bring to the channel? And so in this example, let's see, we have a regular video that has gotten views. It's a kids content video and it's not a major channel. So this regular video has gotten 614,000 views in 52 days. Look at the chart below. You can see 614,000 views this video has gotten in 52 days.
And I am not a very friendly person. What I'm interested in is the profit, the money.
Well, here it is. It's very simple. So stream has gotten 563,000 views in 5 days. That is, these are almost comparable numbers of views, only the difference is in time, and it is 10 times less. Here it's a normal video gains that many views in 52 days, but a stream gains the same number of views in 5 days. That is, the stream is gaining views faster. Based on this, we can see what the stream gave and what the regular video gave. And here we see that the stream gave more subscribers by 200, so retention is higher. And if we look at the money, we see $41. And on the stream, we see $193, because the CPM is higher on stream.
There's no information on what the stream physically looked like. Was it once launched for 24 hours or...
The stream went on for 5 days.
Wow, 5 days of non-stop streaming. Awesome. Well, although on the other hand, from me as a creator, it's just, once you run it and that's it.
Yeah. The story is that, for example, on entertainment content, let's say children's content, my daughter, for example, watches one video several times. It's no problem for her to watch it over and over
listen,
again.
My kids aren't just asking for a short video. They want me to play that 2-hour movie again.
It's funny, but imagine that. What if you're creating a big playlist of videos? Back in the day, we used to mash up short videos into long ones, but we know people ain't watching the videos till the end. But here's where this story goes. For example, I get up in the morning and write a keyword in a YouTube search, how to grow tomatoes. Then I watch my 15 minutes of video and then go about my business. In the evening, I again write in the search, how to grow tomatoes, get to the same stream and watch it further.
Let's look at another case.
Yes, if we look at the chart, we can see here that a regular video has gotten 137,000 views in 39 days. And a stream has gotten 135,000 views in 18 days. So we see almost the same numbers.
By the way, if you want to tell us to slow down please. I'm taping, so slow down. So the good news is that after the end of today's broadcast, we will send all these cases to your email so that you can sit and study these cases, and even more, go to these channels and check if Semyon is telling the truth. By the way, Semyon always speaks the truth.
Yes, what we're seeing is that there are actually more hours of views on the stream due to the fact that retention is higher, well, of course, higher revenue due to the fact that higher CPM. In general, streaming affects the 5 main indicators that we as a company declare. Depending on the type of channel, they can either be all 5 or less. That is, streaming affects views, gives additional traffic to the channel. Streaming affects the watch time, which means the total viewing time, which means audience retention, an increase in CPM, and as a result, of course, affects revenue.
I believed you.
Yeah.
And
You should even check it out.
I have 30,000 subscribers. I'm going to be running a stream. Is there an understanding of how big the channel needs to be for all this to work well?
Here I will say very simply that a stream increases the result of a channel based on its size. To put it conventionally, we see that the stream is always better and faster to gain views than a regular video. If on average, for example, a small channel and his videos gain 1,000 views, well, maybe about 1,000 views, then of course this 1,000 views will be faster to gain stream. Surely the stream will gain more 1,000 or 2,000 views for a while. But if we take a large channel, yesterday we launched a Gyre stream on one of the channels. There was a crazy result of more than 1 million views in a day.
Yeah, it's a really awesome channel name by Lady Diana. Is one of our coolest and biggest partners. We launched another Spanish-speaking channel along with this channel, if I'm not mistaken. And on that Spanish-speaking channel, we launched a live stream just yesterday.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking on it right now. 23 hours and 30 minutes of the stream is live on this channel and there's already 1,388,000 views.
1.3 million views in 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
And basically, on average, their videos get about 2 million views, right?
Yes, right.
So that's still with the fact that it's still just the first 24 hours going on, and you can still leave the stream and spin it over and over again, right? Hey, what do you think would happen if I just chill on my task on my channels right now and went all in on streaming, just like that?
We've got some folks who actually pulled that off. But here's the catch. There's one danger in doing that. In fact, there's a lot of folks who do that for various reasons. Especially in kids' content, they stopped making new videos. Because shooting children's content, you always need investments, right? And children's content is not very profitable in terms of money right now.
Yep, the income just took a hit.
Yeah, just took a hit, you're right. Let's say it became less. So, and what? These guys just go ahead and start streaming because it's easier, You've already got your content, you hit a couple of buttons, and bam, you've got regularity on your channel, especially if, for instance, you're regularly posting 3 videos a week and you're falling behind. You can always use streaming. And there you go live and streaming and you've got activity on your channel. This folks start streaming and basically they're constantly earning again. The only thing is, in this approach, we don't really recommend doing that, because to keep the channel growing, you need some fresh blood. I mean, new content should always be on the channel.
Well, yeah, we don't recommend you. So keep creating quality content. And streaming is just something that will boost your whole YouTube channel even better. How much is your subscription cost?
The standard package, Start Plus, with 4 streams at the same time, is just $99 a month.
Is there any limit on how many times I can start a stream? I mean, not simultaneous ones, but like restrictions on starting and stopping,
No restrictions at all, none whatsoever.
So I can stop the stream every few hours and just mess around, right? Cool. All right, let's talk about the negative stuff again. People love the drama. So let's talk about the downside. I start a stream. What the worst case scenario for a stream? I finally took the plunge and spent money on a subscription. I start the stream and it just flops. Didn't go well for me. Does that happen?
Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it just doesn't click. I've got this interesting case of my own. When you regularly stream, you kind of get a feel for the numbers, with your audience and content. Like, if it's a small channel, maybe you'll have around 500 people. Or 50 people concurrently on the stream, right? I mean, that's a possibility for your stream. So I start a stream, it's not going so well, I stop it. Then a few hours later, I give it another shot. And again, it's not quite working. And there I am, stop it.
Hold on, let's rewind. What do you mean by not
For
quite
instance,
working?
On my channels, there's a baseline of around 200 or 300 people, let's say, watching my stream at the same time. That's like the minimum. Usually I get 500, 700, or even 1,000 people watching the stream in the first 2 hours.
And there are like 20 or even just 10.
Yeah, right. Like around 30 peeps or something, But now I start a stream and I've got like 50 or even just 30 people. So seeing that, I stop the stream and launch it again at a different time. I did this 3 times throughout the day. And on the 3rd try, something clicked during the stream. I think at that moment, someone might have dropped off the ratings and I made it or just hit the right time. I hit my personal record with 25,000 people on the stream at once.
So the takeaway here is, as a professional content creator, you're constantly exploring and analyzing what works, what doesn't on the channel. And if something doesn't click, you ask yourself, why? Then you dive into analytics and start studying. Same deal with live streams. You gotta test, try things out.
Right.
This playlist didn't do as well, but this one did better, and so on.
You gotta understand, streaming in Gyre, it's not some magic button, it's a tool, and you gotta know how to use it. Constantly test everything for your audience, your channel, try out different formats, find the best time to stream, figure out what content hits. That's how it works. It's like comparing it to a service like vidIQ. People pay for it, You can take advice from vidIQ, optimize your videos with the right tags and thumbnails, and your videos will get views. Or you can pay for the service and not use its advice. Same deal with streams.
Gyre. Hey, Lyra hit me up with a couple of questions. I'm thinking, is this stuff like automation and boosting against the YouTube rules?
This ain't boosting, so what's the deal with boosting though?
Well, the idea is that these services that claim to boost your views or channel metrics are usually some automated tools. People think, yeah, it's doing some shady stuff. Better not get involved.
Well, you gotta understand one thing. I, as the channel owner, especially if it's a big one with 1 million subscribers, take the security of my channel seriously. So our service operates within the platform rules. It doesn't break any rules. And there's no shady boosting here because it's all YouTube functionality essentially. When you set up a stream on YouTube, you get to choose how you want to stream. You have the option to pick a different source.
Got it. I usually go with OBS.
Exactly. And instead of OBS, you can choose Gyre. That's it.
In the chat, they're asking if it's worth doing streams through Gyre when you want to drop a new video on your channel, or is it better to create some playlists? What's the move here?
There are a few strategies, but in general, Gyre, let's say, as we envisioned it, is a tool for an additional influx of traffic. So you have a certain regularity of uploading videos, and in addition to that, you also use streams. For example, you upload 4 streams, and they're constantly running. There's another strategy some folks in our community use. If they have a long video, like an interview or reviews that are around half an hour to an hour, they launch that video as a stream through Gyre. After all, a stream performs better than a regular video,
Hold up. Do you have any tests or confirmed data on this?
That's what our clients do.
So, you mean videos perform slightly worse than live streams?
Yes. Yep. Live streams perform better. And these days, the algorithms give more push to streams. And these folks take video, launch it as a stream, and it goes for its time, let's say 40 minutes.
From start to finish?
Yeah, exactly. Until the end where they stop the stream. YouTube has this feature where I think if it's up to 4 or 8 hours, the stream gets uploaded as a separate video on the channel. So this stream, already having some views from the live session, continues on as a regular video on the channel, but with a head start.
This is some kind of premiere?
Sort of, yeah. And here it's the push from the stream that makes it go. You gotta test it with different content separately. But in general, we suggest making compilations that will be running constantly 24/7.
Basically, they just simplified it for those who don't want to bother, although any person could figure it out in a day.
Well, maybe so. If a person is a tech savvy, then... But let me tell you this, to use and manage 4 streams, like in our example, and I haven't even mentioned that I have clients who launch 8 streams simultaneously for music channels, and some even have 20 streams running on a channel at the same time.
For music, it's probably the ultimate thrill.
Yeah, for real.
It's like your music channel is basically on...
Essentially, streams of this kind work for all categories. But it's especially awesome for music, entertainment, educational content, and of course, kids stuff. Well, a big chunk of content fits right in. But say, if you want to run 4 streams simultaneously, you either need a mega powerful PC or 4 laptops. I've had people come to me about that.
I think you can't run 4 streams simultaneously in OBS, can you?
Yeah, exactly. You need a beefy computer. It starts freezing otherwise.
Is it possible? Here is a similar question. Can I make, for example, 4 playlists and broadcast to 4 different channels at once?
Yes, possible.
So, it turns out you can.
Yes, from your server you can stream, let's say, The only limitation is on subscription plans. In the Start Plus, you can run up to 4 simultaneous streams, and in the Pro Plus, it's 8 streams at once. So you choose what suits your needs and goals. This means you can run 4 streams per channel or 1 stream per 4 channels, however you like.
Here, they're throwing questions to try and put you down. So, how about I run through them for you?
Oh, I love those kinds of questions.
YouTube can block this content like cyclic spam, you know? That's the question. Is it possible?
Impossible. Because physically the content is not on YouTube. First of all, it's a stream above all else. There's no content on the channel.
Until you stop it, it'll end up in the feed and stay in the archive.
The idea of cyclic streams is that they last for days. It's like an eternal stream. I call it an eternal stream.
I actually remember that in kids' content, I often come across channels where I click, and there's a bunch of stuff, and there's always a stream running. And I always think, oh, that's cool. Like they've created their own TV channel. And there I am, just being a good parent, looking for longer videos so I don't have to keep scrolling searching for videos all the time.
Earlier we used to make splices, such compilations, but then YouTube basically started cracking down on that stuff because it's duplicate content. So that's where cyclic streaming comes in handy. You know, this is...
Wait, I see what you're talking about. So when you take old content, spin it in a stream, you then hide it and don't even save it on the channel, right?
This content physically on the Gyre.
I see.
It's on the server. It's just displayed like a projector streaming it there and that's it.
Got it. So that's why. Probably that's why people have questions like, you already had this content on your channel, you posted it a while ago, and now there's a stream being published on the channel, and it's the same content. That's what it is, huh?
Your channel, after the stream is done, only gets views, right? Then gets money, subscribers.
Gets watch time.
Yes, gets watch time.
Even if you've hidden that stream, right?
The stats from those streams stay on YouTube.
Via the link, right?
Yeah, you stop the stream, right? Make it private, and that's it. It's not physically there, but all the stats stay on the channel, money comes in.
The question is, if the video has greetings, farewells, and so on, should you trim them or not bother?
Well, I'd still trim the video. Because for the viewer, and the viewer is always the main player in this story, right? The viewer decides whether they'll watch, and for them to watch, especially if the videos are short, like 5-7 minutes, and you've got a compilation of 20 videos, it's going to be annoying to constantly hear your greetings and farewells.
I want to wrap up the thought, you know, when I go to the TV and look for some kids' content on YouTube, it's the live streams with that content that pop up first in the results.
It's a feature of the YouTube algorithm that's currently pushing streams, live broadcasts more effectively.
So, like if I, for example, search for some music, you know, like chill out, music for work, I often type that to have it playing in the background while I'm working.
You're exactly right.
Earlier, the search would give me various playlists, but now it shows streams. And I see there are always like 3,000, 5,000 people there. It's just like me, turned it on, they're sitting, working. It's really cool. For real.
YouTube has a really simple logic. Firstly, it's a new tool they're pushing. Secondly, there's always higher viewer engagement on streams because of the active chat, like what we have going on right now, right? People chatting with each other, and it's this activity that essentially boosts it.
Will the stream notification come just once to subscribers when you start the stream, or every day? I guess after you launch the stream in the Gyre service, then when you start the stream in the Gyre service,
yeah, the notification
comes right away. For those with the notification bell on. So if you've hit it and started a new stream, then...
It comes again.
Yeah, the notification comes again. And every time you know...
when you start the stream.
Yeah, right. It's not some new feature on YouTube or some kind of cheating, as some might have thought. It's a functionality of YouTube itself. So, if your subscribers have chosen the notification bell, they want to know when you're...
We just developed a service that makes life easier for any content creator using a remote server. For example, if you have OBS on your computer and you've traveled somewhere and you need to restart the stream or start a new one, you're tied to your computer. But with our service, you have a remote server accessible from anywhere, even from your smartphone. Just log in and restart it.
Want to read some hate comments?
Bring it on.
By the way, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel because we've got a lot more cool streams coming up, and you'll, you know everything about YouTube promotion. Absolutely everything about YouTube promotion. Talking about nothing, Ruslan. I don't like you. No, it's not written like that.
Just about nothing.
Is there an interested party for whom this is earnings? It's all about you.
Okay.
He won't respond if something happens to the channels because of Cyclic streams. But YouTube rules change every minute. I don't know, honestly. Why people have so many concerns that this is something, it's just a regular stream. That's it. If you set a goal to start a stream, just give it a try. You really need to
The whole point is...
look into the matter.
The whole point is that there are many big channels. For example, in children's content, let's take official channels like Paw Patrol or Kikoriki. They all use it.
They constantly have streams going on.
Yeah, the question is why.
For the adult audience, such looped content might be annoying, which means the profit will be low. But again, it all depends on the content.
Like what? Give me an example so we can play out the situation, because it's such a vague concept.
I think you even mentioned it, and it's obvious that, these constant cyclical, right? These streams called cyclical streams, they really don't work super perfectly for all niches, and consequently, not for all audiences. For example, well, on the other hand, an adult audience, football, for example, to loop some...
Sure, let's consider football together. Let's take some sports channel as
Fitness.
an example, okay? A fitness. Let's consider a fitness channel with 300 videos. On this channel, let's imagine there are 1 million subscribers, okay? We understand that out of those 1 million subscribers, none of them watched all 300 videos. That's a fact. It's a fact, right? And when we focus on a specific series, for example, back exercises or any other, let's say, for example...
About biceps.
Yes, sure. Let's talk about biceps, and we loop and stream it. If people like the content, they'll watch it. If they haven't seen it and need it, they will. If they don't like it, they won't watch. But looking at the channel statistics, a large percentage of viewers are not subscribers to the channel. The live stream attracts a massive traffic to the channel, and as a result, a significant number of subscribers are added to the channel.
Do you have any support in Gyre? By the way, if I didn't figure something out in some aspect...
We have support for our product. Any questions? Firstly, we have training detailed in video format where it's very easy to see that by just pressing a couple of buttons, you start a stream, okay? And there's a support team which you can ask any question and we'll answer. But we've been involved in streaming with our company for a long time, and there are no issues at all from YouTube's side. So the blame for the stream can only be in the case where you're launching content that YouTube doesn't like, or if you're breaking any rules.
Hates here. Want to read it?
Sure, let's do it.
It's not haters. Everyone here is good on the stream. These are people who just express doubts. And you, Ruslan, come on, respond. I read the question Elid1 asking. I read the description, and it turns out that today's entire stream is for advertising the Gyre service, which will actually kill the average audience retention on the channel.
It will increase retention. Why would it kill it?
Well, if I run a stream for 3 days, it turns out to be how much? 72 hours, right? So it turns out 72 hours, and in 72 hours, on average, people watch, let's say, 5 minutes.
But there's one thing he didn't consider in the question, because it's a stream. A stream without a beginning and an end, essentially it's an eternal stream, you know? So this time isn't accounted for in the overall length of the video. It's just the total time considered, how long on average a person stays on the stream, you know?
So this isn't related to the entire length of the stream?
That's the catch here. And the watch time always increases here. So for example, if you have an 8-hour stream and you stop it and the video gets uploaded, then yes, in relation to the 8 hours, it will...
It would be 0.01%.
In the end, the stream doesn't get uploaded. Only the average time one person spends on the stream is indicated. And here's another thing, since a person can enter multiple times, right? During these 3 days.
What? Go where?
For example...
I see, so a viewer during the stream, right?
Yeah, a viewer, and then comes back after 2 days.
Different people, right?
Nope, the total time is counted specifically for that particular person.
Oh, really?
Even in the analytics of a creative studio, there's an average view count per person, let's say 1.5. Well, how's that 1.5? It means they watched it 1.5 times.
Question: will it be possible to live stream vertical videos or only horizontal ones?
You can live stream any video. The question is how engaging it will be for your viewers to watch vertically.
a video where you just stare at your smartphone for 24 hours. By the way, if
Cool topic.
you just want to...
Not blinking, if you call it a challenge. Not blinking, everyone will be watching.
Yeah, but if you're doing a live stream in a vertical format, not a video with those black bars on the sides, if it's a stream, when you hold the smartphone vertically, it will indeed fill the entire screen. Well, in a way.
Stretch
By the
out.
way, that's what I wanted to mention. We recently, as a company, attended a really cool event in America, and we talked to quite a few big creators there. When we asked them, what do you see in the YouTube future? The next big thing. What's the coolest thing in the near future? They all, without exception, say shorts. Many guys are starting new channels specifically for vertical shorts format. And I'm thinking, take all those hypothetical vines, lols, and memes, splice them into a long vertical video, and launch a stream with that, huh? So, it's a really cool tool.
And you can use it however you want.
If there's a channel that hasn't reached 4,000 watch hours yet, but currently has 2,000 hours, meaning they want to reach monetization. So if you're not aware, you need to accumulate 4,000 watch time and 1,000 subscribers to apply for the partnership program and continue monetizing your videos. So the person is asking if they don't have the full 4,000 hours, only 2,000 at the moment. Can they still use this service?
Sure thing. I'll even say,
To achieve this goal, I guess here's what they mean.
the absolute favorite tool is streaming, because even paid Google ads, but
It doesn't
it
count.
doesn't count, while with streaming, time is ticking. So precisely for gaining these watch time hours, you can use stream.
Well, there will be 2 people, 3 people.
It could be just 5 people, but since it runs around the clock, the live stream still keeps adding and adding more people. At a certain point, you just get to monetization
A regular
faster.
subscription to Gyre will be cheaper than a bunch of Google ads.
Absolutely.
Next question. I've tried around 15 times at different periods with various settings and it didn't work out. Always around 100, 200 viewers, channel with 2 million subscribers. But you just didn't mention Dear Fedor Antipov. How long the stream lasted? Because that's probably very important.
But actually, if there are 200 people on the stream at the same time, if the stream runs, let's say, for a day, 2, 3, and we advise all our clients to run it for at least 3 days to understand what spikes there are in analytics, then a good number comes out. It's just that people are simultaneously on the stream. It's not only these 200, some leave, some come.
Yes, some leave, some
And
come.
the total views of all people count, and then these numbers come out.
Seems like a pretty cool thing if our viewers, those of our stream, have already tried streaming. It means you've figured out how to do it. Probably the electricity bill will be higher than the cost of the Gyre subscription. That's the first thing. Second, if it works for you, you can try the trial for free, or you can do it yourself if you manage. Overall, there's this really cool Gyre tool from our partners that allows you to stream cyclically. So, start the stream, turn off the computer, go to sleep, and money keeps coming while the streaming is running.
Yeah, so funny. You can put it that way.
Nope, not your slogan yet? Why? Why not? That's how I'd put it. Well, this is all this, just between us, okay? Oh, people in the chat are already chatting with each other.
Yeah, by the
Cool.
way, that's really cool. What you just mentioned about people who chatting in the chat,
Yep,
why do streams perform better? Many people actually come
because they feel lonely.
not just to watch the content, they come to hang out in the comments, especially if it's gaming content, for example. People just chat with each other there, and certain streams by a particular blogger or on a specific channel, this boosts the channel's activity. And that's how videos get traction in search.
Lucky Collector is asking. That's a cool name. I like it. The question is...
The channel name?
Yeah, Lucky Collector. Well, a real lifer, lucky man. That's pretty cool. I think they said that for such streams, you need to be on camera. But if I'm showing not myself but other people and just coins...
Maybe he missed the point at the beginning of the stream. The thing is, if he already has those videos he's already shot.
A numismatist, I guess.
The numismatist, yes. But he shoots that content for his channel, right? He takes, for example, coins from the Soviet era or, some other period where he talks about it, right? He cuts snippets of those videos and just does streams. So he confuses it with a live stream.
But may just throw everything into a playlist instead of
playlist,
making
yes.
snippets. I understand that not everyone might have playlists set up cool and proper. By the way, you should take care of that. It's also important. When you use Gyre, You can specifically create a playlist for your stream that you like and, for example, hide it.
Well, you don't have to create a playlist. You can simply choose a sequence of videos in Gyre. Then Gyre tool will play these files during the stream.
In the Gyre dashboard, I pick and choose, right?
Yeah, when you start Gyre, you pick which file to stream. You choose the first file, then the second, the third. You upload, for example, 50 videos to Gyre, and then just mix them all.
A channel about repairing, renting, and reselling real estate. What to showcase in such a stream? Sales workshop?
Amazing. For example, a category of apartments at a certain price, right? Or reviews of the best apartments within that price range, like luxury apartments or how to choose an apartment or some tips. It all depends on the channel's focus. It's important to understand that everything depends on the goals of his channel.
Here, it's also important to understand that we all create content and often think about it, especially when creating video descriptions. We think about how people will search so that they find specifically our content. So, you need to understand that when they search for something, streams will be prioritized. Therefore, if you think that you're creating some content in your niche and optimizing it for search, you also need to optimize your stream for search, because it will be prioritized first.
Basically, any channel, any YouTuber who starts their channel initially picks the main directions, keywords they will focus on, right? These core directions
And
based
there,
on keywords.
you also input tags, title, description.
Yes, of course.
Cool. What about monetization? The stream was, for example, 3 days. Then I hit stop. It didn't save on YouTube. How do I check the stats of the stream, views, and revenue?
All the statistics are saved on YouTube. The video file itself can't be uploaded because, according to YouTube rules, videos longer than 8 hours can't be saved.
The content unit and the creative studio will be there. It will just be so translucent. Just be like semi-transparent overlay.
Yep, semi-transparent, you're right. But all the statistics, all the money, all the views, all the subscribers, everything that these stream views gave, everything remain on the channel.
Oh, I've got this 24-hour stream in my videos. That 24-hour stream we did. Yeah, you can't dive in and make edits or anything. Just gotta check out the YouTube stats for that.
Yep, all the stats are saved.
Yes. And by the way, I just remembered now, here's an example for you. We were streaming, for 24 hours. It was a challenge for the channel's birthday.
Did you take turns or go straight for the full 24 hours?
There were 3 of us, and we took turns suffering. My shift for streaming was from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And here's the funny part. We had roughly around 200 people watching us all the time. And at night, it went up to 300. So everyone thinks, are they crazy? I wonder if they survived. We had this theory that people were watching us, thinking, did they survive? And we always had 200, 300 people. And I already knew you back then, thinking, well, Ruslan said streams rock. We should hype it up big time. Well, 200, 300 people, as you say now, is already pretty cool for more than a day of streaming. And at some point at 6 a.m., bam, 3,000 people are watching us. Just like that, in a minute, it jumped to 3,000 viewers in the live stream.
Yeah, that's why we recommend to our users streaming for 3 days at least. In general...
Do you have any idea what happened? Because I couldn't understand what happened at all. 3,000 people watched us for about 20 minutes, and then it went back to 200, 300 people again.
You just ended up in the recommendations, and that's it.
At 6 in the morning in the recommendations? Are you crazy? What recommendations?
Actually, at 6 in the morning, there probably wasn't much choice in recommendations.
But here we are, some crazy chaps.
The weight of the stream is accumulating. Comments keep flowing, and comments play a significant role. Channel activity at this moment on this stream was increasing, and that's how the stream ended up in recommendations. Plus, perhaps someone recommended the stream. In general, you need to check the statistics. By analyzing the stats, you can figure out where the video ended up and why there was a spike in activity.
Yo, peeps! We got like 10 minutes left, so hit me up with your questions. I've been meaning to ask you, Ruslan, something too. So right now, we've got all the functionality we need to kick off those cyclical streams. And all the other essential stuff is pretty much covered by YouTube itself, you feel me? Any plans to level up Gyre, though? Are there some dope features you're planning to drop in the mix?
Alright, check this out, fam. Our latest feature that we just hooked up is the launch via playlists, making life hella easier for creators, you know? Now here's the crucial deet. Gotta make sure that video bitrate aligns with YouTube's specs. That's a major key, you feel? Oh, also we're cooking up a launch calendar where you can plan out and drop streams, like sketching out when some end and others kick off.
Total relaxation mode, you know?
Big things coming.
Azamat's throwing it out there, wondering if it even matters which server IP kicks off the stream, like Europe or the US, you know? Like, picture this. An American channel firing up a stream. Does it make a diff or nah?
Well, from what we've peeped, there's like zero difference. Because, it's all about the content, not the IP servers for real.
Tatiana's dropping a line. You've piqued our interest. So, spill the tea on those special conditions. We're must-to-go live every day with you, bro, because folks are genuinely curious. Although, for optimal results, we gotta pull a 72-hour stint on the stream.
Second challenge. What do you say?
Nah, I'm out. No more for me. But, streaming was initially a Twitch thing, and it still kind of holds that vibe, you know?
Oh, by the way, we're also streaming on Twitch. We've tested it all out, and of course, through Gyre, you can does it stream over there too.
So I was checking out this 24-hour stream recently, and this dude legit lost weight during those 24 hours. Yeah, he didn't eat, just gaming, doing push-ups, and then somewhere around 5 a.m., he vanished from the stream.
You heard about that epic Twitch story, right? About this young streamer who was gaming nonstop and then straight up dozed off live on stream, just dozed off and started snoring. And get this, they donated him a whopping $200,000 and he gained like 2 million new subscribers.
Man, Ruslan, we're not on that grind. What if we just start snoring right now and people start donating to us? On a serious note, though, if I really wanted to go all out, like if I had my content ready, I'd edit and put it all together myself. Throw in some graphics like a thanks for supporting the channel, plus a donation icon, and reminders to subscribe, sprinkle that throughout the timeline of a long video for, make it pop up for viewers. I think that would boost the effectiveness. So, if you want to keep it low-key, you can use existing content, maybe just mention a playlist. If you're up for a bit more effort, pick specific videos and toss them into Gyre. But if you want to go all out, edit it into a video that runs for several hours. Yeah, trim out, like people were suggesting. Trim out the greetings, farewells, or else, because it'll be weird.
Yeah, trim it, it's the right thing.
Well, that's it, bye. Thanks for watching. And then, hello everyone. Repeating the greetings, farewells, multiple times per stream would be kind of lame, you know? Make sure to subscribe to this channel, and if for some reason you haven't given the Gyre tool a shot yet, make sure to grab the free trial version. It's on the house. Try the trial today. Gyre minimum effort, maximum income.